सरस्वती नमस्तेस्तु वीणा पुस्तकधारिणी हंसवाहनमारूढे विद्यादानं कुरुष्व मे येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. We're doing samasa section இப்போ அதுல द्वंद्व சமாசம் ஆரம்பிக்கணும். द्विगु முடிச்சோம் இல்லையா? I think we finished द्विगु. Yes, we did. So द्विगुல வந்து there was ekavad bhavi द्विगुः and anekavad bhavi द्विगु. We finished with that and now we have to start with द्वंद्व samasa. द्वंद्व समासः प्रायेण उभय पदार्थ प्रधानः उत्तरलिङ्गश्च भवति. So उभय पदार्थ प्रधानः, both words that are involved in the samastapadam gain prominence or they kriyapadena anveti iti. So both have to connect with the kriyapada here in द्वंद्व samasa. And uttarapada lingascha, whatever is the second word, that lingam will come to the samastapadam also. So ayam dvividhaha itara itara yoga dvandvaha samahara dvandvascheti vipsayam api dvandvaha drishyate. This vipsayam api dvandvaha drishyate is a thing that we which is very specific to Saralavyakaranam. Usually it's only iteretara dvandvaha, iteretara yoga dvandvaha and samahara dvandvaha. So itara yoga, one connects with the other. Adla ramascha lakshmanascha rama lakshmanau. If you look at this, ramaha iti prathamam padam, lakshmanaha iti dvitiyam padam, tatra ubha rama lakshmanau gacchataha iti yadi vadamaha, then ramaha api gama dhatoho dhatuna saha anveti. And Lakshmana also connects with the dhatu, so that is why it is an ubhaya padartha pradhana. Mukhyatvam goes for both words that are there in the compound word. And uttarapada lingaha, for that he has not given any examples here. Jayapati is the best example here, so we'll come to that. When we say Parvati cha Parameshwaraha cha, Parvati Parameshwarau. Parvati is in Strilingam, Parameshwara is in Pullinga, but the resultant padam will be in Pullinga Dvivachanam as Parvati Parameshwarau. Okay, so that is your Uttarapada Lingascha. Ramascha Lakshmanascha Rama Lakshmanau, Rama and Lakshmana, and then you have Ramacha Vanicha Rama Vanyau. Okay. I was just trying to figure out where it is in this. Okay, fine. Just to see whether he gives one vipsa. Nitya samahara dvandva, there is a samahara dvandva. He doesn't give this vipsa dvandvam here because it goes into avyayi bhava samasa. The examples that he gives are not strictly dvandva samasa, but it is more like an avyayi bhava samasa also. So that's why there is an issue. We'll come to that. Okay. So Rama is Lakshmi, Vani, Saraswati. So Rama cha, Vani cha, Rama Vanyau. Sukham cha, Dukkham cha, Sukha Dukkhe. Sukha Dukkhe samaye kritva. Labha Labhau. Labhascha, Labhascha. Labha Labhau. All those are also dvandvam here. Dharmascha, Arthascha, Kamascha, Mokshascha. Dharmartha Kama Mokshaha. The vachanam of the resultant padam also depends on the number of constituents. If the number of constituents are only 2, then you have dvivachanam. If there are more than 2, then the resultant padam also takes on bahuvachanam here. Okay. Jayacha, Patischa, Jayapati, Jampati, Dampati, these are different formats which is given by number Panini Sutra is there for these things. So our concern now is only Jayapati. In a Dampati goes with the Ekasesha Vritti. It is a Dvandva Samasa, but it is also called as Ekasesha Vritti, wherein only one remains. So Jayacha, wife, and Patihi, husband. So Jayapati. The other word for it is Dampati. Hotacha, Potacha, Neshtacha, Udgatacha, Hotru, Potru, Neshta, Udgataraha. So, Inga, I think it should be Hota, Pota, Urnamsham.
It is correct only.
This is correct, right? Only Neshta should be in Ang. Ama.
Yeah, everything is correct. No, Hota, Pota, everything was correct only.
அப்படின்னா
Whatever it
ஹோதா
was.
தான் இருக்கணும் இல்லையா? Yes, because it should mata pitarau madri, the rikaranta should become there.
So the discussion in the Mahabhashyam on this, right? A little careful reading, because he gives, the question arises whether it should be hota pota neshtodgatarha, or is it only that that adesha that comes, that anadesha, right? So it is prior to the uttarapada. So in this complete samasa, the uttarapada is udgata.
Yes.
If we take the purvapada to be only
neshta,
then it should be neshtodgatarha, and everything else should be hotru potra. But then the question arises in the Mahabhashyam, should you consider the samasa is between two padas? So first you take hota and pota, then it will be hotru potra pratvedikam. It will be hota potaro. Hota potaro it will be. Then you do, similarly you do
neshta, you add in neshta there. So then it will be hota potru neshtu iti nasti, hota pota neshtarau iti bhavati.
So that is the discussion. But then the samadhanam is not clear. At least I didn't read until that far. What is the samadhanam? He seems to argue for both the positions, but the samadhanam is not clear yet. So I just need some clarity on that. Like, which one is the correct is still not clear to me.
I think this is the one that is correct. So
in our Saralavyakaranam book, he seems to have given the hotru potra. He seems to have taken the akshepa and seems to have put in it.
But textல வந்து இருங்க பாக்குறேன். Textல hota potan தான் இருக்கு. நான் தான் ஏதோ மாத்தினேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Text has only hota pota neshta.
Yeah. He takes in only that one.
Yeah.
Correct it is.
என்ன டெக்ஸ்ட்ல வந்து ஹோத்ரு போத்ருன்னு இருக்கு என்னோடதுல.
அப்படின்னா he has considered it. அவர் ஆக்ஷேப சமாதானமோ படிச்சு அவர் என்னமோ போட்டிருக்காரு. எங்க கிளியரா எனக்கு புரியல.
என்னோடதுல வந்து it says ஹோத்ரு போத்ரு நேஷ்டோத்காதாரஹான் இருக்கு கீழே.
So this is actually one of the questions that arises in the akshepa he raises. இப்படி தான் இருக்கணுமா இருக்கணுமான்னு. ஆனா கிளியரா the Mahabhashyam is, it's very difficult. You have to read it to completely understand எது சமாதானம் எது ஆக்ஷேபான்னு புரியலே அதுக்கே ஒரு எடுக்கும்.
ஓகே இது வந்து சார்த்தே துவந்தஹால வருதா இல்ல இதுல வருதான்னு தெரியல. மகாபாஷ்யம்
in Samartha Padavidhi.
Samartha Padavidhiல வருது. Okay.
Sankaran was the one who sent it to me, actually, the discussion. But if you know, if any of your Vyakarana friends, Mahodaya, you can ask them, like what Samadhanam finally for this. He raises a series of questions. It's a very interesting discussion.
Okay.
But yeah, I need to if I
I'll check it out. Yeah, sure. But he doesn't say that there prathama akshepa dardhya bhashyam iti tatraiva. He just stops with that.
Yeah.
Na siddhyati ityeva tarhi na siddhyati abdinutu, then akshepantara bhashyam he goes on. So which means the conclusive thing is hota pota neshta udgataraha ityeva. That becomes the samadhana bhashyam.
But usually the person who wrote the Saralavyakaranam also seems to have a firm grasp of grammar. So he must have had some reason why he put it.
தெரியல ஏன் அப்படி போட்டிருக்காரு என்னன்னு புரியல எனக்கு. So I just
confirm பண்ணா நல்லா இருக்கும்.
இல்ல ரெண்டுத்தையும் நான் வந்து பிராக்கெட்ல போட்டுற போறேன் என்னோடதுல இப்ப சத்திக்கு, so that I can check with someone and then we can do it. இப்படி ஒரு டிஸ்கஷன் இருக்கிறதுனால அது அப்படியே இருந்துட்டு போட்டோம். இதோட வச்சு வைக்கிறேன். அதர்வைஸ் நமக்கு
ரெட் கலர் ரைட்.
இதுதான் வந்து ரெட் கலர். டெக்ஸ்ட்ல வந்து இதுதானே இருக்கு.
No, but we are putting this one only in red color now, right? Because we want that to be hota.
ஹோதா போதான் இருக்கணுமா இல்ல இது இருக்கணுமா என்னன்னு பாக்கணும். இப்ப சதிக்கு வேணா இதை ரெட்ல போட்டு வைக்கிறேன், பாக்கலாம். Because we still don't know according to grammar which is correct, no? So we'll see. Okay. Next is samahara dvandvaha. Samahara dvandvam, where a set of things come together and it is expressed as a singular padam there. So it is not a bahuvachanam, even though there are many things involved here. Pani cha padau cha esham samaharaha pani padam. As a unit, you want to call it a unit here of just karmendriyas, so just the hands and legs abdingarche. So it becomes pani padam as in singular here. Bheryascha Pataha cha esham samaharaha bheri pataham. Bheri and pataha are vadyam, the instruments which are used for welcoming or andamadri or army kind of situation. So this is also vadyam vascha abdimbo. You know, the vadyam vasikardhengarde, you have everything there. You have an adaswaram, you have tavil, vadyam unda kalyanathukellam kepa. No, the other vadyam is just one term, which is a unit which represents all of the instruments there. Similar way.
This kind of usage is there, of course. In Tamil, you say kaikal unume odala. And in Hindi, you would say hath pair.
Hath pair chalao.
Hath pair. So yeah. So, but in English, it's kind of difficult to make it to
yeah.
Doesn't exist.
Hastinaha cha, ashvaha cha, rathaha cha, padataha cha, esham samaharaha, hasti, ashva, ratha, padatam. Padatam. Padataha. So padataha is padena atati iti padataha. One who moves with their legs. So it is a kalat pade, warrior who walks on foot, foot soldier. So hastinaha, elephants, ashvaha, horses, rathaha, chariots, and padataha, foot soldiers. Esham samaharaha, this is a sena. So hasti, ashwa, ratha, padatam is a group of people who are elements in a sena, army. Gajascha, simhaha cha, esham samaharaha. Gajasimham. This is more like enemies here. Gavaha cha, vyagraha cha, esham samaharaha. Go vyagram. Both cows and tigers. Elephants and simha. So it's like calling a battle, I think, something like that.
Yeah, it's very difficult to imagine the context, right? I can imagine the context for everything else, but this one, how would you put it? In what situation would you use that in a sentence? It's kind of difficult to imagine.
I would rather take it as an upamanam, where if there are two people, Kauravas and Pandavas are fighting, and one side is completely weak there. Like Gavaha. The cows are very weak and the Vyagra, the tigers are very strong. So Go Vyagram Asita Tatra iti. You really know that one was slaughtered completely and the others were fine. Adudha. Appadi edavadu.
Ashwamahisham nama, probably the cattle the wealth of the person.
Ashwa, yeah, wealth of a Ashwamahisham. So that are naturally at war. Actually, horses and buffaloes are also at war. So, adi eppadi theriyadu. Buffaloes and horses are too fast for buffaloes to even think about.
Buffaloes are scared of the elephants, it seems. I read it in the Velpari. Because if it is a wild buffalo, the entire elephant, that section will be split if it runs in the middle, because Mahisha is not, it's very stubborn animal, and once you know how to control it, and if you can control it, the elephants are scared of it, it seems.
But Ashwamahisham question.
But this is more, the sutram here is Yesham cha virodhaha shashvatikaha iti asti.
This is like the Kaka Uluka thing.
Kaka Ulukam, Marjara Mushakam, all those will come under this, So this is more, I think this section starts off with that, so I'll put that.
Actually, the Panini Sutras are, so helpful. I think Shankari Mohodaya actually sent the sutra number 4.
Yeah, that sutram also you can put, Mohodaya. Anangrito Dvandve 6325 for the Hota.
அது இருந்தா ரொம்ப சௌரியமா தான் இருக்கு. எனக்கு இதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் I didn't have time to go over and do it. இதுக்கு வந்து நீங்க என்ன போட்டிருந்தீங்க?
6325.
அப்ப நம்ம பிதாக்கு பித்ரு தான போடுறோம். அப்ப இங்க
இல்லையே, மாதா பிதரவு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? மாதா பிதரவு, not மாத்ரு பிதரவு.
பூர்வபதஸ்ய ஆனங்காதேஷः.
ஆனங்க வந்து it's a that an is the actual pratyaya. Ang is
anga nit.
It's nit, but is ana the actual pratyaya or the adesha? Ana va? Is it an va?
Anang
Like nalopa pratipadikantasiyan solliyadane and the nakarate edukranga. நினைக்கிறேன் ஆன் ஐ திங்க் இஸ் ஆதிஷா
ऋकारान्तानां यः द्वन्द्वः तत्र उत्तरपदस्य आनङ् आदेशः इत्येव वर्तते
तत्र ङित् विहाय किं शिष्यते तत्र आन इति शिष्यते वा आन् इति वा इति प्रायः आन् एव यतोहि नलोपप्रातिपदिकान्ति इति ततः परं तत्र नकारस्य
அப்படியா தெரியல
நினைக்கிறேன்
possible I don't know அது
படிச்ச மாதிரி இருக்கு ஞாபகம்
these are all this virodha inge so gajaha simhaha gavaha vyakraha ashvaha cha mahishaha cha esham samaharaha ashvamahisham.
That's very interesting, the virodham there, like you said.
Yeah, அது என்னன்னு தெரியல நேச்சுரலா எப்படி இருக்கும்னு. சீதம் ச உஷ்ணம் ச தயோஹோ சமாஹாரஹ சீதோஷ்ணம். Vipsayam dvandvaha இதுதான் சொன்னேன். This is more like an avyayi bhava samasa, but he classifies it separately here. Ahani cha diva cha ahar divam. It should be ahan, at least ahaha cha diva cha ahar nisham போட்டாலாவது பரவாயில்ல. But ahani cha diva cha in during the day and அதாவது அஹர் திவம்ங்கிறச்சு இட்ஸ் அ வீப்சா. இட் இஸ் அ கைண்ட் ஆஃப் தினம் தினம் பிரதிதினம் இत्यर्थे तत्र उपयुज्यते.
Yes, yes. And ततः परम् अव्ययत्वेन स्वीक्रियते तत् समूहम्.
Possible. ஆமா. So first வந்து it is a dvandva wherein there is a vipsa of the same word using different word. They do a different synonym இல்லையா? அஹனீச்ச நிஷாயாம் எப்படி வீப்சா வரும் எனக்கு தெரியல. அஹர்நிஷம் is the resultant word is வீப்சா. So அஹனீச்ச during the day and நிஷாயாம் during the night. ராத்திரி பகலா பண்றான் அப்படின்னு அந்த ராத்திரி பகலாங்கிறது is more like a வீப்சா in the sense of he not does just one day and one night, but he continues it every day and every night.
In terms of artha it is vipsa, but in terms of the form of the word, that is
the dvandvamங்கிறது only in this where two things are combined, whereas this one results in an avyayi bhava samasa. எனக்கு அது அதனால I just left it. We will learn it like this here. அவ்வளவுதான். சரியா?
So
that does not mean that only avyayi bhava samasa should result in avyayam, right? Other kind of samasas or some other vritti also can result in avyayam, right? Like how kritva, agamya, all those things are also
yeah. But இது வந்து கொஞ்சம் ரொம்பவே எனக்கு வந்து துவந்தமா சொல்றதுக்கு அர்த்தவது துவந்தஹா தத்ர வர்த்ததே. That's all. You know, artha ritya dvandvaha. Dvandva includes two things which can be combined together. That is the understanding of dvandva. Dvandva nale, it is a set of two. Right? So in that sense, this will be a dvandva samasa.
Yes.
But it does not qualify in sutra based pakum பொழுது இது வந்து more as an avyayi bhavasam. The problem arises because Panini has not classified and named his samasas.
Yeah.
He has just given sutras. Yeah.
Dvandva garbita avyayi bhava.
போட்டுக்கலாம். புதுசா நம்ம ஒண்ணு சேர்த்துடலாம்ல. அவர்தான் வந்து வீப்சாயாம் போட்டா என்ன, நம்மளும் we will give new nomenclatures.
அந்த வீப்சாயம் நல்லதா இருக்கு. ஆனா emphasis நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி அர்த்தா, the resultant artha has got a vipsa sense in it, which is
yes. அதுதான். Okay, now we move on to bahuvrihi samasa. Everybody gives some 10 only, but இவர் வந்து 16 கொடுக்கிறார். நம்ம வந்து என்னென்னலாம் இவர் பிரிச்சிருக்காருன்னு பார்க்கணும் நம்ம. Okay, so bahuvrihi prayena anya padartha pradhanaha visheshya nignascha. Visheshya nignahana, that which is based on pradhanaha, dependent on the visheshya.
To some other, it acts as a visheshanam to some other visheshyam.
Yeah, so nignangarche dependent, that which is that தொடர்ந்து இருக்குறதுங்கறோம் இல்லையா, அதுதான் நிக்னஹா இத்யர்த்தா. So visheshya nignaha, it is connected to another visheshya padam. So the resultant padam here becomes a visheshana. Anya padartha pradhanaha, the components do not directly connect with the dhatu. It is only something else that it qualifies that connects with the dhatu. Kriya. अतः लिङ्गवचनयोः विषये विशेष्यम् अनुसृत्य वर्तते. So whatever, no matter what the components are, the end samastha padam will always take on the lingam and vachanam of what it qualifies. So we'll have to, adnalda bahuvrihi, to decode bahuvrihi is difficult unless we know the context. We need to know the sentence, we need to know what it qualifies, only then can we decode it. Yeah, or even encode, both ways. So bahuvrihi samasasya vibhagaha bahudha bhavati. The divisions are in many ways. Each one follows their own version here. So dvipada bahuvrihi, bahupada bahuvrihi, vyadhikarana bahuvrihi, vikara bahuvrihi. We'll go over each one of those. So there are totally 16 varieties that he says. Dvipada bahuvrihi, in that I wanted to put a hyphen here. The first one is dvipada bahuvrihi, where two padams are involved. Only two components are there in that samastha padam. Ayam dvitiyadi saptamyanta vibhakti bhedena kriya visheshanattvena cha saptavidhaha bhavati. So starting from second vibhakti to seventh vibhakti, you have 6 varieties plus kriya visheshanam. So second vibhakti, how does it go? Ellame in the vibhakti is dependent on the yam saha, yena saha, yasmai saha. Whatever vibhakti that follows, adudha is the name for the bahuvrihi. So when you say dvitiya bahuvrihi, you have examples such as praptanandaha, praptaha anandaha, yam saha, to whom this ananda has reached. So one who has reached ananda, அப்படிதான் அர்த்தம். பட் அதெல்லாம் தமிழ்ல சொல்றது கூட ரொம்ப கேவலமா இருக்கும். அடைய பெற்றது ஆனந்தம் எவனை அவனோ அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி வரைச்சு ஈவன் தமிழ்ல இட் இஸ் டசன்ட் மேக் சென்ஸ் அட் ஆல். இது
ஆனந்தம் எவனை அடைந்ததோ அவன்
அப்படிதான் சொல்லணும். சோ ஆனந்தம் எவனை அடைந்ததோங்கிறச்சு அடைய பெற்ற ஆனந்தம் எவனை அப்படித்தானே வருது உங்களுக்கு. So it's difficult to directly translate it either in English or in Tamil or any other language.
Hold on. So when you say adaya petra, you're putting it in passive, right? But active கூட எடுத்துக்கலாம், because in
சரி,
take it as active. kartaram bodhayati iti
அடைந்த ஆனந்தம் எவனை அவன்.
ஆனந்தம், yes,
ஆனந்தம் அடைந்தவன், ஆனந்தம் அடைந்தவன் எவனோ அவன்.
அந்த அடைந்தவன் see, praptaha is not yaha. Praptaha is an adjective to anandam. அதுதான் சொல்றேன். அடைந்தவன் மட்டும் நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம், மாத்திடுறோம் அந்த இடத்துல.
கரெக்ட்.
Ananda is reaching which person, that right? So
ஆனந்தம் எவனை அடைந்ததோ அவன்.
Yeah, so Ananda is the is the agent of the action of reaching. Ananda reaches that person. It's not that the person gets Ananda, but Ananda goes to that person. Like Lakshmi goes to the guy, to Vishnu, to the guy, rather than the guy getting Lakshmi. Right? So Lakshmi is the one who approaches like that. It's a very clear way of putting it.
So idla innonna, we also have to look at the karakani that we read before and apply it here. So if you look at the karakani, anga what determines dvitiya vibhakti ngarda paathu, then we put it here. Prapta, ashrita, atita, prapta, and the sutrata vechinde you first bring in dvitiya vibhakti, and only then it will come as dvitiya bahuvrihi, illana varadu.
So in other words, in the Tatpurusha side, you get this, the Atita, Prapta, Ashrita, yes. So you use that Kartarikta, and then you bring it in here. Okay.
Correct. So Praptaha Kamaha Yam Saha, to whom Kama has reached. Yeah. So Prapta Kamaha. So a person who has gotten Kama, a person who has gotten Ananda, but it's actually the reverse. Ananda has reached someone. So that person is called Praptanandaha. Arudhaha Vanaraha Yam Saha. The tree onto whom the monkey has climbed. This is easier.
Yeah,
this
because
example
the third one at least makes sense. The first two are inbuilt feelings. He just recognizes and it comes out. Kama is also inside and Ananda is also inside him, and he is the one who is bringing it out.
You see, the third one can be confusing because if you think of it, let's say, Arudaha Hanuman Yam Saha. If you say like that, then then how would you take it?
Aruda Hanumat dane henna. How would you take it na? The tree Shimshupa Vrikshaha, which was climbed upon by Hanuman.
But let's say that you're looking at the scene where Rama and Lakshmana are sitting on Hanuman's shoulders and they're fighting Ravana. Now, what do you think of Aruda?
Context mere. See, that is why I said Bahuvrihi always requires the context. The moment you have the context, appo enna pananumna Aruda Anjaneya அப்படினு போட்டோம்னா Aruda Maruti அப்படினா
Aruda Rama Lakshmana Yamsaha.
ஒண்ணு போதும் ராம மாத்திரம் எடுத்துக்கோங்க for easy. You just make it easy. Aruda Anjaneya Aruda Marutihi.
Aruda Marutihi. Arudaha Marutihi yena saha.
Iti Ramaha.
Ramaha Aruda Marutihi. So the context matters. அதெல்லாம் வந்து clean-ஆ தமிழ்ல நீங்க போட்டேன்னா உங்களுக்கு சரியா வந்துரும்.
சொல்லுங்க.
அதாவது எவனால் ஆஞ்சநேயர் இப்ப ஏறப்பட்டானோ so அப்ப ராமனுக்கு போய்டும் ஆரூட மாருதி.
That will go to Rama, but if you want to say for Hanuman, that it will be Arudaha Ramaha Yamsaha.
Yeah, so it's a question of whether you take this Arudaha is in the Kartarikta or is it Karmani.
இப்படியே வெறும்னா ஆரூடஹா வானரஹான் இருந்ததுன்னா ஆரூட வானரஹா I can say ஆரூடஸ்ச அசோ வானரஹா ச ஆரூட வானரஹா. I can even have a karmadharya there.
You can. Yes.
So that's why I say the context depends. You need the context for Bahuvrihi.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, Tritiya Bahuvrihi. This is the most common thing that you will find. In generally when you see a kta pratyaya namakku vandu odane yena saha potruvom.
Karmanikta.
Karmanikta போடுறச்சே ஏன சஹா போட்டு you will usually do this. அதுக்காக தான் இந்த மாதிரி எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ் எடுத்திருக்காரு. மோஸ்ட்லி ஈவன் ஃபார் சதுர்த்தி பகுப்ரீஹி யூ ஹேவ் அ க்தா பிரத்யா ஹியர். ஸோ ஆல் இதுக்கும் பஞ்சமிக்கும் க்தா பிரத்யா போட்டு கொடுத்திருக்காரு எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ். ஸோ த கான்டெக்ஸ்ட் டிபெண்ட்ஸ்ங்கிறதுக்காக ஹி ஹஸ் டேக்கன் எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ் வித் க்தா பிரத்யா. ஸோ ஊடஹா ரதஹா ஏன சஹா ஊட ரதஹா அனட்வானா எதுக்கு இது ஒண்ணு கொடுத்திருக்கார்?
அனட்வான் என்ன ஆக்ஸ் இல்லையா? ஆனா அது வந்து கர்த்தரியில போய்டுமே.
கர்த்தரி போய்டும். ஆமா இல்ல அனட்வான் வரக்கூடாது.
ஊடஹ ரதஹ ஏன சஹ
விருஷஹ
one was carrying, right? Vrishaba vahanam.
So ஊடஹன மேலே ஏறினதுன்னு எடுத்துக்காதேங்கோ. The ox is pulling, bearing the ratham. So it is bearing the weight of the ratha. So udhaha rathaha yena saha, the ox is bearing the weight of the chariot. So udha rathaha vrishabaha. Kritam krityam yena saha kritakrityaha. We see this one who has finished the work that has to be done. So kritakrityaha. Krityam yena kritam vartate saha kritakrityaha. Dhritam vastram yena saha, by whom the cloth has been worn. Yaral vastram dharikkapattado avan. Jita sena yena saha jita senaha, yamanal senai jaikkapattado. Jita sena, the sena and the G dhatu is also a little confusing sometimes, whether you are the loser or the conqueror can change. So Jita sena yena saha na avanal jaikkapattadu அப்படின்னு ஆயிடுறோம். கொஞ்சம் ஈஸியர் இன் தமிழ் தட் வே. சதுர்த்தி பகுப்ரீஹி உபஹிருத பசுஹு. உபஹிருதஹ பசுஹு யஸ்மை சஹ, ஃபார் whom the cow has been brought. So or cow has been given as a present. Upahara rupena tatra pashuhu dattaha iti. So upahrita pashuhu. Arpitam arghyam yasmai saha. Arghyam has been offered to someone here. Yeah. So arpitam arghyam yasmai saha arpita arghyaha. Idu bhagavatatla paapom nariya. Arpita arghyaha, arpita krita bahumanaha, for whom bahumanam has been done அப்படின்னா. Dattam dhanam yasmai saha datta dhanaha. A person who has received the wealth is a datta dhanaha, one to whom dhanam has been given. இது எல்லாமே, all these three words talk about the person who has received that particular object. Okay.
Madhya, that padyam is the pada prakshalanartham udakam. This argyam is for drinking or for washing hands, or for what purpose is this water argyam?
Argyam வந்து குடிக்கிறதுக்கு தான். It also forms a
for
part of
drinking
madhuparkam.
only.
Drinking தான்.
Okay, okay, okay.
பூஜனார்த்தம் கொடுக்கிறது அந்த உடனே.
Yeah, yeah.
पञ्चमी बहुव्रीहिः उद्धृतः ओदनः यस्याः सा उद्धृतौदना स्थाली, a vessel from which rice has been removed, उद्धृत ओदना. अवदत्तः अंशः यस्मात् सः पुरोडाशः. पुरोडाशः is a cake.
उद्धृतः ओदनः यस्याः वर्णमा.
यस्याः, sorry, yes. स्थाली इति. So यदिलिरन्द यन्द स्थाल्याः उद्धृतः ओदनः. अवदत्तः अंशः यस्मात् सः पुरोडाशः is a cake that is used for homam, and avadattah is I think remaining portion nanikare. Avadatta should be that which is left over, given away, or given away portion of that purodasha. So avadattamshaha, the purodasha has been completely given away, so that amsha is called avadattamsha. Avadattaha amsha, no, the original is called avadattamshaha, sorry, from which the portion has been given away. Uddhritaha bhagaha yasmat saha dhanya rashihi, you have a huge heap of dhanyam from which a portion has been given to another person, so that dhanya rashi which is remaining is called uddhrita bhagaha dhanya rashihi. Krittam durmasam yasmat saha durmasa. Durmasa va.
Krittam means cut, right?
Cut. Avayavaha. Mamsa va irka porudhu. The infected portion of it has been cut nu irka porudhu. Yeah. Gangrene la form aayi when you remove a section of the so krittam durmamsam yasmadasa. Na appadi eduthukiren. It's also for meat eating people where you remove the bad section.
Yeah, you remove the organs, the intestines and all those things.
Yes.
The Tritiya Bahuvrihiல சேனாந்தன வரணும், சனான்னு எழுதிருக்கு.
Yes, thank you.
இது புக்லயும் அதே மிஸ்டேக் தான் போட்டிருக்கா. So I got, ஏன்னா சனான்னு ஒரு இது ஒரு வேர்டு.
சனா இது அவ்யயம், அது சனாதனஹான்னு வரும்.
ரைட், கரெக்ட். அது கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆயிடுது.
இல்ல ரைட் தான். Thank you. நான் சொல்லி தந்தே I am correcting the text and putting it up, so I need that. I need 4 pairs of eyes or more. Peetam ambaram yasya saha peetambaraha. This is a very common one also. So peetam ambaram yasya saha, yellow cloths. Yasya saha, that which belongs to him, whoever he is who is wearing the yellow cloth is peetambaraha. Harihi, Vishnu is commonly known as Pitambara, one who wears yellow cloth. Sharangam dhanuhu yasya saha sharanga dhanva. Sharanga is the name of the bow that he has, and then the dhanus becomes dhanva.
Dhanvan pratipadikam, right? Pratipadikam is sharanga dhanvan. Then like dhanva, dhanvanau, dhanvanaha, right? It becomes like atma, atmanau, atmanaha. So you got this an pratyaya or one or something that's being added. Yeah.
ஆமா, அதுக்காக அந்த தனுஸ்ல இருந்து அந்த தன்வன் வருது இல்லையா?
Yeah.
ஆமா.
ஆத்மன்ல இருந்து ஆத்மா வரா மாதிரியா?
So இப்போ இங்க வந்து தனுஹு. So ஆனா தனுஹு அஸ்ய அஸ்தி இதி சொன்னோம்னா then it will become dhanvi. அது தன்வின் வேற. Now when dhanus is used as a samastapadam, in the samastapada, and அதுக்கு வந்து சமாசாந்தம் ஒண்ணு வரும், அப்போ தன்வான்னு மாறும், நகாராந்தமா மாறுறது. So it is an atman, like atma shabda, atman மாதிரி atma, atmanau, atmanaha. Sharanga dhanva, sharanga dhanvanau, sharanga dhanvanaha. Kalyanaha dharmaha,
right? Sharanga dhanva gadadara ityastram, because Vishnu Sahasranamatla varum illaya?
Varum, ஆமா. kalyana dharma, idum adhe maridan dharma dharmanau dharmanaha iti atma shabdavad eva atman shabdavad.
Yeah, so kalyana dharman iti pratipadikam.
Pratipadikam. So kalyanaha dharmaha yasya saha, one who has a very auspicious dharma in him. Dirghe sakthini yasya saha dirgha sakthaha. Sakthangardu இந்த இது நினைக்கிறேன்.
Femur, the femur, the
thigh.
Oh.
Thigh bone.
Oh.
The longest.
So one who has long thigh bones. So dirghe sakthini yasya saha dirgha sakthaha. Rakte akshini yasya saha raktakshaha, red eyed. Dve anguli yasya saha dvyangulihi hastaha. This is dvyangulihi. இது வந்து one ரெண்டே finger இருக்கிறவனா, அது எப்படி சொல்றது?
Like 2 inch kind of
அது அங்குலம் இல்லையா? சோ அதனால द्वे अंगुली द्व्यंगुलம்னு சொல்றச்சே then it is 2 finger measure for a kashtam daru. द्वे अंगुली यस्य सह. Hastam is also measured by 2 fingers இருக்கலாம்.
No, actually I measured it. For my finger it was 4. Yeah.
Like you know, you have tongs. So when you have somebody who's got you know, artificial hands, they have like 2 in the cinema probably. You have a artificial hand, they has 2 fingers at the end, like pliers.
அப்படி தோணல எனக்கு.
I measured my hand, it didn't fit in 2.
இல்லன்னா எப்படி வரும்? துவங்குலி எங்க போடுவீங்க?
See, நான் என்ன சொல்றேன், when you measure your anguli and the palm, so your hasta is only 2 anguli mitam. Dvayoho angulyoho
4 angulam it takes.
Huh?
It takes I measured, it takes me 4 angulam.
எப்படி?
I'm just now measuring, it takes me 4.
No, உங்களோட fingers is 1 finger. Angulam வேற. 1 finger. You take the same finger measurement and put it in your palm.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Only your palm also has the same measure of your finger.
Correct.
Angushta matra purusha. You remember that in the Vedic mantra?
Yeah.
Yes, angushta matra is only the length of 1 angushtam.
1 angushtam in the heart. Daharakashe angushta matra rupena tatra paramatma tishtati iti prakashate. So very similarly, you take the measure of your longest finger and put it in your palm, then the palm also measures as much as the longest finger. So dvyangulihi hastaha.
Good. Very nice.
I don't want to think of 2-fingered man.
I got on measuring and it came as 4 and I was worried.
And in hastahan solrapo, you're taking hasta is not just the palm usually, right? Hasta is not palm is
hastaha eva agrahastaha.
சரி, அக்ரஹஸ்தம்.
அது ஒண்ணு இருக்கு. ரூல்.
ஓகே ஃபைன். அக்ரஹஸ்தம் எடுத்துக்கிறீங்களா? ஓகே. ஹஸ்தன்னா ஃபோராமா?
அதெல்லாம் அவ்வளவு தூரம்லாம் வேண்டாம். Next is dve anguli yasya tat dvyangulam daru. Again, a daru is a short stick or piece of wood which measures dve anguli. Inge vandu angulam, you take it as dve angulyo pramanam asya iti.
Punaha.
Dve angulyau pramanam asya. When you have 2, the same as I said, you take a small piece of wood in the chandana katta solrom liya, any chandanam arakkiradhukku, you don't take a huge piece of sandalwood and do this to take chandanam. You take something which is very small, which has only 2 finger measure. That is dvyangulam daru, a sandalwood piece.
That is for home chandanakatai, like for Guruvayur temple and all, they'll take big.
Adu perusa eduthupa. Dvau murdhanau yasya saha dvimurdhaha, one who has 2 head. Idella asuras. Trayaha murdhanaha yasya saha trimurdhaha, trishiras. Alla iruka. Then saptami bahuvrihi veeraha purushaha yasmin saha veera purushaha gramaha veera purushaha or veeraha purushaha yasyam sa edutukongo. Then you can have veera purusha sena. அப்படியும் வரலாம். So bahavaha vihangaha yasmin saha bahu vihangaha taruhu, a tree which has many birds residing. like Shalmali Vriksham in Kadambari. Shantaha kalahaha yasmin tat shanta kalaham griham, a house where kalaham, the fight, there are no quarrels. The quarrels have been subsided or they have been completely quietened. So,
புயலுக்கு பின் அமைதி.
புயலுக்கு பின் அமைதியா? Shanta kalaham griham. So there was a hurricane before.
Okay.
There was a hurricane before, and then you have a peaceful time. Nirmalam jalam, only to wait for another puyal, another hurricane next day. Samsarino vayam janimaha. Nirmalam jalam yasmin tat saraha, a lake which has pure water. Kriya Visheshana Bahubrihi Nirgata Shanka Yasmin Karmani Tadyatha Bhavati Tatha Tadyatha Syat Tatha. Whenever you have this kind of a thing, it becomes an adverbial samasa and it results in an abhyayam. So it becomes an abhyaya here. Ide Madri, I think he has taken that vipsa also in a similar manner where you start off with dvandva but end with an abhyayam. The same way here also, Kriya Visheshana Bahubrihi starts off as a Bahubrihi, Nirgata Shanka Yasmin Karmani, and that karma is Nirgata Shankam or Nishankam. Nishankam angrar. Yena Nirgata Shankangarche, again, and the Abhyayi Bhava Samasathanudiya Nir comes in. That is why the resultant Padam becomes Abhyayam. Yeah. Saha Shankaya Yasmin Karmani Tadyatha Bhavati Tatha. Idu irkan therila. I don't know if there is a sutram for this.
Yeah.
Sashankam la. Nishanko Makheshu. Illa. I don't know if there is a supportive sutram. I don't see that here. Nirgataha vrittehe, nirgataha nirvrittihi, nivrittihi dharmaha yasya sahan pothar. It doesn't give a kriya visheshanam also here. Pradi bahubrihi letakara.
Yes, saha purva pada.
He takes it as Pradi Bahubrihi at the end. Okay.
Who takes it?
Mahabaleshwar Bhatt. He has one small book called Samasaha.
Oh, I see.
I'll reference he gives all the sutras also. Next is Bahupada Bahubrihi. Here till now we saw only two padams that are connecting. Here many padams can connect. It's very similar to our Samasa Kusmavali in Vichakshana. So Priyaha Chitraha Gavaha Yasya Saha Priya Chitra Guhu. Chitra Guhu is normal. Chitraha Gavaha Yasya Saha, one who has different colored cows in his cow shed. So that person, one who holds a lot of cows which are different colored, which is Chitra Gav. Priyaha Chitraha Gavaha, he loves all them. So those cows which are variegated and dear to him. Saha Priya Chitra Guhu. Chitraha Jarantyaha Gavaha Yasya Saha, one who has old different colored cows. Jarad Gavi Kaha iti asti.
You have the ka coming from the Bahuvrihi, the kapratya.
Kapratya, la? Gavi Kaha.
I think there's a special sutram, especially for adding this Priya word and Chitra word to the Guhu.
Idu Apurani Priyadishu irukalla Pumbat Bhavam adla varradhu adala. Jarati Gauhu Jarad Guhu and the Jarad Gavi abdin varum. Adanala. So, okay. Chitra Guhungardu Taniya, Chitra Gavi, idukku vandu Jarad Gavi nu padam form arudungarthanala, it becomes Jarad Gavi Kaha. Kaprateya forms in. Okay. So Chitraha different. Solungo.
This is good. Like the same way Bahupada Bahuvrihi, where we are putting in the Vigraha Vakyam all the words together in one shot, and we are doing like that, right?
Yes.
So like that, if we do the same way for that Hota Pota, that word also, if we do it at one shot, then only the next till then it will be considered as the Purva Padam, and so only for that we need the Anangadesha. We don't need to do it for the previous words.
Exactly. That's what the discussion was.
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
So it can be both, can be.
அதனால தான் அதை வந்து பிராக்கெட்ல போட்டு வச்சேன், because that discussion is there. எனக்கு நான் வந்து இப்படி போட்டு அப்படி போட்டு I was confused, and then I just followed the text and left it.
But we're not sure yet. We're not complete decision yet.
Completely sure. Yes. Shyamam ujjwalam vapuhu yasya saha. You have two adjectives for the body that a person has. So vapuhu, his shariram, is both ujjwalam, bright, and dark. Bright is not white. So it can be bright, dark body also. So like Shyamalojjwala Vapuhu Krishna. Krishna Jayanti ki nanna irukku indha padam. Dattam bhuktam dhanam yasya saha, money which has been given and consumed also. Dattam bhuktam dhanam yasya saha, his wealth has been both given and consumed.
Bhuktaha, I think there is a mistake made. The
Shyamojjwala. Okay. Shyamojjwala vapu. Bhuktaha tyaktaha bhogaha yena saha. Bhukta tyakta bhogaha. By whom both bhogas have been enjoyed and let go. Adavadhu yena bhogaha bhuktaha tadanantaram tyaktaha api tadrishaha viraktaha saha. So vairagya yuktaha kaschana, he has enjoyed everything and he has let go of them also, forsaken. Chariya. Next is vyadikarana bahubrihi. Idukku vandu there are three types of bahubrihi where bhinna vibhaktikam. Until now we have seen that the first padam, second padam, or third padam, whether it is dvipada bahubrihi or bahupada bahubrihi, everything has been in the same vachanam here, same vibhakti also. But here we are going to look at different vibhakti. So bhinna vibhaktikatvam eva vyadikaranatvam. Ayam vyadikarana bahubrihi trividhaha. So bhinna vibhaktikam, the two padams that are involved in the samasta pada will be in different vibhaktis. So one is shashti purva padaka upamana vyadhikaranaha, saptami purva padaka vyadhikaranaha, saptami uttara padaka vyadhikaranaha. If it is shashti purva pada, it will be an upamanam. So mrigasya akshini iva akshini yasyaha sa mrigakshi. When you see the padam here, endha akshini poidradhu endha akshini irukku theriyadu. Mrigakshi-ngardu, I think this is removed and only this is remaining. It is the upamanam. Shashti upamana becomes the purva padam, and the upameya is the uttara padam. Actually the upameya is the anya padam. Mrigakshi eduthukarche mrigasya akshini iva akshini yasyaha sa. So she has eyes which resemble the eyes of the deer. So anala upamanam anga varudhu.
So you seem to have like, no, we seem to have like a ekashesha bhava going on, right? Also.
அதனால தான் எனக்கு இங்க டவுட் வந்ததுன்னு. இந்த எந்த அக்ஷி இந்த இடத்துல இருக்கு, whether it is the second akshi or the first akshi that is remaining here.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Second akshi remains here.
Remains ingrala. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, I think, in the long run, but it doesn't really matter. But okay.
Here, because I think mriga akshi, I think second is the one that remains because she has eyes. She has deer eyes. So she has eyes which resemble the eyes of the deer. So when you go step by step, you understand that the second tasyaha akshini eva atra samastapade vartate. The same goes for this also. Hapa. Okay. Simhasya gamanam eva gamanam yasyaha. Sorry, hamsasya gamanam eva gamanam yasyaha sa. One who has a walk, not like a simha, but like a hamsa. Anna nadaya poi sinka nadaya nutte. So one who has a walk like a swan. Simhasya balam eva balam yasya saha, one who has a strength like a lion. Jaladharasya ruchihi iva ruchihi yasya saha, jaladhara ruchihi, one who ruchi iti kantihi, one who has a luster which is similar to that of a megha, Krishna. Saptami Purvapadaka Vyadhikaranaha. Here, there is no upamanam here. The Eva section is absent. Garalam Kanthe Yasya Saha, Garala Kantaha. Garalam is Visham, one who has poison in his neck. Chakram Panau Yasya Saha, one who has Sudarshana Chakram in his hand. Vishnu. Dandaha Panau Yasya Saha, Dandapanihi Kartikeya. Murugan. Kartikeya. Padmanabha. Oh, idu na yochikave illa. Padmam nabhau yasya saha Padmanabha. This is also Vyadikarana Bahuri, Saptami Purvaka.
Vishnu.
Vishnu, one who has the lotus in his navel. Hiranyam garbhe yasya saha. Hiranya garbha.
This is not the Chaturmukha Brahma, right? This is the other
Virat Purusha.
Brahman. Virat Purusha.
Hiranyam garde Hemamayam Andam garbhe yasya saha iti.
Hiranyam,
Okay.
something that shines, right? Something that shines.
Okay. Next is Vikara Bahubrihi. Suvarna Vikaraha Abharanam Yasya Saha. Suvarna Abharanaha. Idella specifically, I think there are sutras which go for these things. Tanitaniya edukanonu nenikren adukku. Rajata Vikaraha Mudra Yasya Saha. Rajata Mudraha. One who has a silver mudra. Mudra is a silver seal ring. Suvarna Vikara, one who wears a gold Abharanam. Suvarnam is not the Abharanam. Gold is not the Abharanam here. It is the transformation of the gold which has become Abharanam. So, Suvarna Abharanaha.
So, this would be like you're adding this word Vikara. Now, would make it like a Aswapada Vigraha Vakyam, actually speaking, right?
Aswapadana solrada, illana Madhyama Lopa Madri solrada.
Or Madhyama
the Tadartye.
Madhyama Lopa. Okay, Madhyama Pada Lopa. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. இவர் அது கொடுக்கல மேபி ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கா இருக்கும் நம்ம சூத்திரம் அதுக்கு ஐ திங்க் தேர் இஸ் நாட் ஷுர் சங்காத பகுப்ரீஹி கேஷானாம் சங்காதः சூடா யஸ்ய சஹ கேஷசூடः ஓ இது மாதிரியா குடுமி மாதிரி
collection
shikha
yeah
shikha
so bunch of hair
right? Like a bunch of hair who has a ponytail madri on at the top adu kesha chudaha barha pidaha madri kesha chudaha abhyasa bahubrihi trihi avritta dasha tridashaha dvihi avrittam shatam dvishatam tridashaha angarche 3 times dasha, so 3 into 10 30 and dvishatam twice. Shatam is repeated twice, so dvishatam avrittam repeat.
But why it is saying 3 dashaha?
3 avrittaha dasha, 3 times 10 is being repeated. Inge visargam vandirukano appadan tridashaha varum.
Okay.
இல்லனா தசா 3 ஆவೃத்தா தசாவா கூட இருக்கலாம் இல்லையா?
It refers to devas, therefore it is bahuri.
Okay.
Right? Amara.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It refers to the devas, therefore it is bahuri.
Yesham varno liya அந்த இடத்துல.
Yeah, right. You have to say that, right? Like you can't just, when you say bahuri, you have to point out that triravrittaha dashaha yesham. அப்படின்னு சொல்லணும் இல்லையா?
அப்போ இது வந்து தசான்னு வரக்கூடாது. This should be dasha.
Yeah. That is a like jara, that stage is not there for them, so dasha.
त्रिदशा इति कोयं समासः द्विदशाः इति कोयं समासः महाभाष्ये वर्तते बहुब्रीहिः इत्याह. So there is a discussion of this.
But the Vigraha Vakyam seems to be incomplete, right?
ஆனா த்விசதம்ங்கிறது அதனால்தான் ஆவೃத்தம் வருது. So the resultant is a நூதனம் பதம் which indicates something different from 3 and dasha.
It's like Purushatrayam, Dashatrayam, right? I mean, it's not really, it is different, but does that make it?
Triravrittaha dashandam potruk. வேற எதுவும் போடல. Tridashaha iti. But that is
context matters. Depends if you want to say it as Devaha, then you might have.
Then it is different.
Yeah.
This is only Sankhya.
It is only Sankhya. Yeah. Yeah. So it is
this
not
is only Sankhya.
Okay, fine.
The Chandrachudaha, for him, how is that? The Chandra is for is
Saptami
it like
vyadikarana bahubreehi chandraha chude yasya saha chandrachudaha.
Okay. So that's not like a hairpin for him, right?
ஹேர் பின் எல்லாம் இல்ல, அங்க அலங்கரண வஸ்து. அப்ப சந்திரன் அங்க இருக்கு, அத ஹேர் பின் அவர் போட்டுட்டாருன்னு எனக்கு தெரியாது. சுஷ்வேனா போய் கேட்டுன்னு வந்துடலாம்.
பார்வதி கேட்கலாம்.
விகல்ப பகுவ்ரீஹி, விகல்ப இஸ் ஆப்ஷனல். துவௌவா த்ரயோவா, 2 or 3. So dvitraha purushaha. This goes to the purushaha. It indicates anya padartha pradhanam. Panchashaha, panchava shatva, 6 or 5 or 6. Trayova chatvaraha va trichaturaha janaha. So it indicates the people, number of people. It could be 3 or 4 அப்படிங்கிறச்சு. So vikalpa. இங்கேயும் பார்த்தேன்னா there is no yasya saha that is coming in to indicate that. So that's fine. Samipya bahubreehi இதுலேருந்து வேணா next class பார்ப்போம். Okay, we did 7, 16 la. Okay.